Hi, this is John here on Uber Rock TV, Johnny H. You're joined this afternoon in the sunny surroundings of their hotel by Mr. Herman Rarebell and Mr. Francis Buchholz. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I hope I got your name correctly.
Absolutely.
Thank you, excellent. German did pay off for me in school then. Yeah. Welcome to Wales, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And you're going to be playing the Steelhouse Festival a little later on. What's your first impressions of Wales, I guess? And
great, wonderful countryside.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, and
but the rain, But today now it's sunny again.
Yeah. Well, funny enough,
we believe that we will have a great sunny evening.
Excellent. I was just going to mention probably one of my last encounters with you guys live, which was Nebworth in ¡85. And the rain that day, but I'll save that a bit later, okay? So I can see from your face already here.
It was like rain, right? But today was already raining when we did the sound check this morning, you know.
Right.
Blurring down. But I was thinking, see it like Francis, you know, we believe tonight when we play at 10 minutes past 9 it will be sunny.
Brilliant.
No more
I
rain.
hope so as well. Well, I'll be there.
Moon and stars.
Oh, yeah. Picturesque in Wales. If you don't mind me asking about, just to start off with, how did you guys become involved with the whole Templar Rock thing?
Well, Michael and myself, we met in Brighton, where I live since 2008 now.
Right.
We met there and we started to jam, and then Michael said, yeah, let's make a band again, and this is how it started. So obvious next thing was that we asked Francis to come along. He had already Doogie White as a singer.
Right.
And this is how the whole thing started. And Wayne Findlay has been with Michael 16, 17 years.
With the MSG thing.
So it was the obvious thing to ask Francis, since we are the rhythm section, you know. So, and we know each other all our lives from the Scorpions days. Michael, as you know, played on the Love Drive album, and so we know each other all the way.
Excellent. You're Francis, not on the first Templar Rock album.
No.
I hear from Peter Noble, the PR for Michael, and the album, that you're going to be on the second. Are you going to be on the second album?
Yes, it's been recorded already.
Yeah. I'm hearing sort of waves already about this. What's going to happen with the second album? When is it due?
It's due in November this year.
Right.
But we still have to do some more mixing.
Right.
But all the recordings are done.
Right. Okay. Can you give anything away? How do you feel about it?
We can give away tonight. We're going to play one of the songs. We're going to introduce it to the public. The song is called Horizon, to give you a rough idea which direction we go, you know. It's a really typical heavy rock album, and if you like heavy music, you will get what you expect.
It's also hard and fast. And good melodies.
Oh, excellent.
Great guitars. Wonderful bass.
Is Doogie involved across the whole album this time?
Yeah, Doogie and Michael actually wrote the whole album.
Right.
Francis and myself play bass on there.
Right.
And of course Wayne Findlay. But the direction is similar than the last one, just different songs, since Doogie sings different than Michael Voss.
Of course.
So the songs became different.
On the last album, Leslie West guest starred.
Yeah.
Are there any guests going to be along for the new album?
No, none of this. On the last album, as you know, there were several guest drummers also. Carmine Appice played, Chris Slade played, and so he had also other people guesting on there. This time, there's no guest. This is the band as it is.
Cool. Yeah, and it's great to hear you guys playing.
It's like a new band now. You know, it's a band that's called Templar Rock, and that's the new idea.
Excellent. And I was just going to say, it's great to hear you guys playing again, like you were 20, 30 years ago. Yeah. And I don't mean that to sound, sort of disparaging anyway.
We feel the same.
There's a new energy.
We still feel great that we can go out and play, and it feels like being kids again. And especially with Temple of Rock, this is the name of the band now, featuring Michael Schenker, myself, Francis and Doogie and Wayne. So this is what we like to introduce now to the band, the new band we have, Temple of Rock.
Of course. And you're still playing the classics, of course.
We play classics, but we want to play the new stuff as well. The new songs we play from the last album. We play one song, Devil.
Before the Devil Knows We're Dead, we play from the last album.
Right.
From the new album. Then, of course, we play our background. We play the classic Scorpions tunes,
of course,
which I wrote or was involved with, or where Michael was involved with from the Love Drive album. So we do, of course, Love Drive, the title track. We do Another Piece of Meat. We do Coast to Coast. We do Holiday, and we do, of course, songs like Blackout and Rocky Like a Hurricane.
Of course, your name was all over those songs. Yes.
So obviously this is the thing, and then we do from UFO songs for the classic like Rock Bottom, Too Hard to Handle, Lights Out, the typical UFO songs, you know, which Michael was involved in.
Michael was involved.
Of course.
And then of course the typical MSG songs, which everybody waits, Armed and Ready, and Into the Arena. So we play those classic songs as well.
Cool. And it's great to hear Michael playing like he is again, to be honest. He's back on fire, isn't he?
He's in fantastic shape now. You know, and we have a great feeling within the band, you know, we lock in. You know, when Herman plays, I look at him, you know, and I know what he's going to play, you know, I feel it, you know, so it's a great interlock between bass and drums, and we give a great foundation for the guitar work.
That's excellent. That's cool.
No, he's in the form of his life.
He is.
And you heard it, you know.
And to be honest with you, he's one of the guitarists when I grew up that he wasn't flash, he was about the feel. And that is so important with a guitar player, I think. And
he's a real player.
Absolutely.
Fantastic player.
He's one of the real players from my era, you know.
He can really
we are into it not for the show or for the flashing. We are into it for the music, for the heart. That's why we play. You know, we don't play. I don't play for money. I get paid for the traveling.
Of course.
Sure.
And you get to see some fine places as well along the way.
I feel like a child, or like as I just started with music, you know. Everything's very fresh. That's how it should be.
Oh, absolutely. And it does come over in the music, guys, I have to say.
It comes really good across, and we go down a bomb every night when we play it. Public really loves it, especially all those people who grow up with Scorpions and UFO. They get the treat of their life. They're going to hear all their great favorite songs they grew up with when they were young kids, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Am I right in thinking that this is the first UK festival you both played together at since 1987 at Monsters of Rock, or am I asking an impossible question?
This makes us look very old.
No, I was there. So I was there in the crowd.
It is. The first festival the two of us played together.
Oh, 86 is it? 86.
No, I played the High Voltage Festival in 2011.
Of course.
With Michael Voss as a singer. And so we played that, and that was a great festival. In fact, we on the DVD we made from this event, there's 5 songs from the High Voltage Festival.
Right.
On the
check that out.
Check it out. And then we recorded, of course, also a live gig in Holland. But
of course.
The High Voltage Festival was recorded because it was so good. And we had guests there. Rudolph, for example, was one of the guests.
Right. Actually, I missed all that.
Played bass.
Oh he's one of my heroes, Pete. I go back a long way with Pete. Wasted and all those bands, and UFO, of course. But So anyway, I mentioned earlier on as the introduction, Nebworth 85. I was just going to ask that you played some really high-profile gigs with the Scorpions during that time. What are your memories of those shows? You know, like Monsters of Rock and Nebworth.
We were really blessed, you know, that we had the 80s, you know, the golden years of the Scorpions, where we played all the stadiums around the world. We played all the big festivals, you know. And I think, you know, the highest point was really reached with Wind of Change.
Of course.
That was the reason, for example, for me to stop afterwards, for him too. So I think, you know, we had the best times with the Scorpions, the so-called golden years, you know, and played all the festivals at Nebworth, as you know. We played Donington. Reading Festival.
Of course,
that was England, Well, and of course we did the same in America and Germany. We played all the Rock am Ring in Germany.
I've been to Rock am Ring actually.
So we played all those things.
So
I think I agree with Francis 100%. When we go out now, we don't go now. Okay, this is a festival with 250,000 people. When I see 50,000 people or 10,000 people or 5,000 people looking at me with happy eyes, then I'm happy. This is my reward nowadays.
Again, it comes back to what Francis said about it's the stuff in the heart.
You feel really good when you walk off the stage, and I think, you know, when you're 63 years old and you can still do what we do.
Is that really old?
That's a blessing, you know.
I didn't know.
Most of my generation are all passed away, you know, because too much booze, too much smoking, whatever it was, you know.
Yeah.
So I think we're very privileged that we still can actually go out and play and be in great form, you know.
Well, it's fantastic to still have you around, guys. I've got to be honest. You're part of my my musical growing up.
Yeah, and this is what they all tell us. All the fans come, and they're probably all in your age now.
Yeah.
And they say, "I grew up with you," you know. And this is
Love Drive and Blackout was when I heard about the fact that Klaus's voice was. There may well be a new album, and Klaus had all these problems with his voice. That was like heartbreaking to like a 13, 14-year-old kid.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then of course Don Dokken, who you're still friends with, he came in to help track the album. Yeah. And we were watching this through the press. There was no internet in those days, obviously. So it was like you were lucky to get your monthly Kerrang through, looking to see what was happening for the next album.
We did many interviews for Kerrang, you know.
Yeah, of course. Well, my first time of seeing you was actually in Bristol Colston Hall. I think it was 1981 on the Blackout tour. And the drum riser used to go up, and you'd all come out from below the drum riser, and that was like magic to us.
Of course.
You know, where they going to come from?
Yeah, it's the highs and lows you have in life, you know.
Yeah, the drum riser that came basically was before a thing which lifted up cars, you know.
Yeah.
From when
really?
you bring them repaired.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was
the hydraulic system.
The hydraulic system,
Yeah.
We thought it was very heavy.
You've just crossed the fourth wall.
Yeah, and I used to bug them with the movie, you know, Close Encounters, you know, because I seen the UFO landing.
Yeah.
I said, I want the drums with the UFO with the lights, and you come out underneath just like walking out of the spaceship, you know.
There were two bands, you and Judas Priest, who used to put on that show. That we as teenagers, it was like we had to get a ticket. Yeah. We just had to get a ticket.
Of course.
So sorry, that's me, the music fan, coming through a little bit there.
Yeah, it brings great memories back to me too.
You mentioned that you've sold millions of records, and you've just touched on it. I mean, you were huge at the top of. We were just saying in the car coming over that. Sometimes you were like the Stones of that generation for us. You were massive, you know. But an unlikely looking band. I mean, what was it like to be in that band at the time? You mentioned that you peaked out at Wind of Change, but
it was normal for us because we lived all the way up, you know.
Yeah.
From 0 to 100.
Yeah.
In a couple of years. So.
Would you like a drink, Francis? You all right? Yeah.
I just had this ice, you know, got stuck here.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was normal for us to be, in front of. We started out in front of 50 people, or 500 people, or 5,000, 150,000. It's just great to go out and play and have the sound and have the self-confidence and the band is together, Yeah. So it's great. Yeah. I always thought it was great.
You always seemed like best mates as well.
Yeah, we are. We still are,
Yeah.
When we play together, we don't have to look at each other. I know what he's going to play, he knows the same thing for me,
But
and you can hear
some moments I look at him, what kind of drum fill he's doing,
right.
I do the same, want to do the bass with it, I look at his drum fill because I don't read his mind, so I look at his fingers as his hands, then I know exactly what to play. It's great.
Okay. Back to the here and now. I've read recently you have a new acoustic CD out, Herman. Can you tell us a little bit about the Acoustic Fever? Is it?
I made all the songs I used to wrote or co-wrote. I made them again acoustically,
right?
And I used for each song a different singer. Don Dokken is back in the game again.
Right,
he sang a song. Bobby Kimball from Toto sang a song. John Parr from England, from St. Elmo's Fire, sang a song. Jack Russell from Great Ride sang a song. Paul Shortino.
That's a good lineup.
Just to name. Gary Barton sang a song,
Cool.
Then Tony Martin from Black Sabbath sang a song. So basically, I did all my songs, or the songs I was involved in writing, again acoustically. And the album came out on the 2nd of July, and there will be also a short tour. In end of November until the 10th of December.
Right.
In Germany, and 1 gig in France, 1 in Holland, and 2 in Scandinavia.
And is that with the guest vocalists as well?
That is with 4 of the guest vocalists.
Excellent.
So Bobby will be on the tour, Don Dokken will be on the tour, John Parr will be on the tour, and Michael Voss.
Oh, excellent.
So those four and my band backing them up together with Michael Voss.
Excellent.
So what we do, we play, of course, not only Scorpion songs there, we play from Bobby Kimball 3 songs, we play acoustically, Hold the Line, African, Hosanna.
Right.
We play from Don Dokken, into the Fire, Alone Again, In My Dreams, the 3 big hits. We play from John Power, which is St. Elmo's Fire, and Naughty Naughty. And we play, of course, classical Scorpion songs, which I wrote or co-wrote, like Loving You Sunday Morning, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Blackout, Make It Real, and stuff like this. So it will be an interesting show from different, also, classic rock songs.
Yeah. You need to bring it to the UK.
I maybe do, but don't forget I'm going to have a hell of a lot of commitments in 2014 with Temple of Rock.
Right.
So I think this will be just a project for one-off, and I wanted to boost it a bit to make a bit more promotion for Acoustic Fever.
Right, okay.
But I had a good reaction, especially women like it a lot, because it's been acoustic. And I have two great Spanish acoustic flamenco players in there. Jose Antonio Rodriguez, who is one of the greatest ones in Spain, and a guy from California, his name is Corey Whitehead.
Right. Okay.
It was quite an interesting project.
I wish you all the best with that. It seems like it's a really interesting thing for you.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Cool. Is there anything you're doing, Francis? Are you outside of Temple of Rock?
No, I'm doing this now.
That's okay.
Basically, I'm doing only this.
That's fine.
Yeah, and we're going to be very busy 2014.
Right. Okay.
We have a tour in Japan already pinned down in March.
From the 4th of March till the 12th of March. We want
to do it in the States, possibly before that,
Right.
And then we want to do summer festivals or summer through in Europe and in America, hopefully.
Okay.
So next year will be full.
Excellent.
So I'm looking forward for a couple of months off.
Will be very full. And they're planning already also 2015, 2016. So basically, concentration goes all to festivals and building this band up.
Right, excellent.
Because it's a hot band, it's a great band.
Of course, yeah. You've already given us a glimpse of the set list for later on. Is there one song that is missing that you really like to play still?
Oh, there are several missing, I could play, for example, more Scorpion songs. I could play Make It Real. I could integrate in the set, Is There Anybody There, for example, Passion Loses the Game, just to name a few. But I think, the balance as we have it now, we have 6 Scorpion songs, we have 6 UFO songs, and we have 6 Michael Schenker songs.
Right.
And I think that's a good balance, for the audience.
Okay. Just to bring it up and just to wrap things up, guys, is there anything you'd like to tell the fans out there at the moment about what's going on?
Well, first I'd like to thank you all for all those years being very faithful to us, and that you still come to our concerts, If you won't disappoint you, come and check out Temple of Rock, it's great music, and I look very much forward, and Francis too, to see you all on the upcoming tours.
Yeah, we want to do a great time in next year, in 2014, play all over the world and see as many fans as possible.
Cool.
So
guys,
looking forward for that.
Thank you ever so much for your time this afternoon. It's been a pleasure.
You're going to come to the show later on?
Yeah, we're going straight over now. That's
okay.
That's our
I see. Okay.
access. Yeah, we're coming straight to the show now. So
then we're going to check in. I'm going to sleep a few hours, and I'll see you tonight.
No, thank you. Thank you ever so much, Herman.
Bye, John.